Oh, sweet. Looks like we're live. Welcome aboard, everybody. We're gonna do some resume roasts, but we're gonna try to provide valuable feedback to anyone who wants to send it down here to this email. Appreciate you. I might get a phone call from my accountants midstream. Sorry if that happens. What up, HM? David, Channel C, Max Power, what up, dude? Bob Smith, Robert Smith, Lassen Sushi Trap. Dude, some sushi sounds good right now. Watching your vids, got the notification. Hey, thanks, dude. Nice shave. Thanks, dude. I'm back to being 14 years old again. What up, Andre? Mr. Distractions. Yeah, anyways. Welcome, friends. That's the email if you would like some input. People join fast. Yeah, I don't... Where's HR girl? She wasn't feeling so hot. She's doing some work. Roasted resumes. How do you do, fellow teenagers? C from Chicago. What up, C? Welcome aboard. I'll refresh here. I got nothing yet. Oh, we got one from Kenny. Kenny's up first. Been enjoying the skits? Hey, thanks, Mark. I pissed off a lot of people with those skits. A lot of people are posting, Josh, are you going to post informative content anymore? And I'm just like, is this not informative? This is a direct reflection of reality. All right, let me mute this. It's going to beep. What up, Adam? I'm gonna blur. Oh yeah. Also, if you send it, can you just like blur out your phone number and other things? I'm just making sure it's blurred. This dude, you linked me an Imgur post. I'll give you $100 if you can pronounce my name properly. Oh man, that's a lost bet right there. And you know it. The Gordon Ramsay of resumes. True. Hope you guys are doing well. Ostroberto. Yeah, dude, looks good. I'll do this one. Ulysses, what up, dude? Loop, what up, dude? I'm gonna try to move the chat so I can see it easier. Can you hide your previous experience if you want? I mean, if you want. Hopefully you have something to make up for it. Hey, from South Africa, Julian, what up, dude? Hope everything's going well. Keeping strong, that's the only way to do it. Keep on keeping on. Let me blur this info out real quick. Then we can go roast mode. How's your Monday, chat? Going good? I hope so. The Gordon Ramsay of corporate. I would just say I'm the antithesis of Simon Sinek. Why gap year matters? Because employers think there's something wrong with you. Why couldn't you hold down a job? Well, my family was sick. We don't care. Why didn't you hold down a job? Adam, did you get... I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I'm currently blurring it out. There's no way I can get to, like, all of them. So I'm sorry if I don't get to yours. But just realize you can apply the same thing. Could be better. Well, Michael, I hope it gets better. Is this going to be general roast for all industries? Typically I get devs. But I think you should be able to apply from all industries. Am I missing anything? I don't want to dox. Anything else in here? Okay. How's my Monday? I got back from the gym. I called my accountants because I want to refinance my house, and it's now August. You know, in 10 more days, my business will be 2 years old, which means I can refinance and move. Thanks for asking. Tomorrow, I'm going to go film some brand building content with the place where I'm getting my pilot's license, so maybe that'll be good content for you guys. It's been so long since I've done this. Okay. Let's look at this. We got our boy here. Name's good. I'm a full stack developer with a strong focus on front end, back end, and even DevOps. Well, this is what a full stack developer is. You do front end and back end. I like to convert amazing ideas into real things that can be used in a real world scenario. Real things, real world. A little bit redundant there. I enjoy sharing ideas and seeing how I can collaborate with my team into putting everything together. What if this job doesn't have a team and you have to work alone? Well, now you're not going to be a fit because you said my team. Very open-minded and always looking to learn new things. There's a lowercase v there at the beginning of a sentence. Just a little bit of English. DU420 Ryan Clark? Nah, bro. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. I just have my diet soda. Leave me alone. Do you use these headphones? No, I have some yellow, like the rock headphones. Do you intend to move away from Salt Lake City? Yeah, I'm going to move away from Salt Lake City, but I'm still be in Utah. I'm going to just go where the mountains are, and kind of in the middle of nowhere, but not too far. Hopefully. My personal projects are listed on my website. This is kind of assumed, but... Education, all right. So here in 2016, you were 18 years old. So that's bad. You don't want to put when you started your education because I know how old you are now. You are 21 years old. That's not good. People discriminate. Code Wars profile. This matters to people who think it matters. That's, you know what I mean? Like if the company appreciates Code Wars, that's great. Soft skills. I'm of the opinion that you don't put soft skills on your resume for real technical positions like this because typically these soft skills are expected. The beginning was a bit of a shock. Michael Petty. Yeah, unscripted, the beginning is a little bit of a shock. Yeah. Work ethic, right? Like you have a soft skill that's a work ethic. Shouldn't that be expected? Like you're going to get a job. Leader. How is it? You prove it. There's nothing in here that says that you're a leader on your resume. Creative. That's not really your job. You just solve problems in code. Social. Depends on the job, I guess. Like this is why you don't put soft skills. Like they're just open-minded. This is expected. Team worker. This is expected. Organized. That's expected. They're just kind of like, it's like if you put on your resume, I'm a good listener, right? Like that's not a skill. That's just expected. Vartan, thanks, dude. So take your soft skills off. They're always expected for the job that you're applying for. Soft skills, that's like if you have like a sales job or something like that, or you are a project manager, literally, then you can put that sort of stuff, but you're a dev. My current stack. Skills and current stack. Do you extend past these? This is strange. I would just take off my current stack and just put, these are my skills. This is really all you got? Just Express, Vue, Nginx, PostgreSQL, Docker, Mongo, Ruby on Rails. That's it? You don't have anything about Git? You don't know how to use version control? You don't know how to use Photoshop? You don't, like, I'm betting you're missing a few software or skills on here that you just haven't thought about. Like Agile is one that people don't put on there because they don't think it's a skill. Like you literally read an article about Agile on some random website, boom, now you know Agile. If you put leader as the hiring manager, going to want to micromanage you, or a true leader? That's a good question. I don't know. You might be competing with the micromanager. You got a lot of jobs. Certifications. Yeah, web development certifications are a joke. Specifically from sites like Udemy or Free Code Camp or places where there is no credibility to it. I'm not saying Free Code Camp isn't credible. I'm just saying that you or your mom or your dad or your friend can click the next button until you get to the end where it says, congratulations, you did it, when you don't actually have to do it and no one's testing your ability. There's just no like accountability to web development certifications for the most part. So you're going to get laughed at. I would laugh at it, not because I don't think that you can do the job. I just laugh at it because like there's no way for you to prove that you actually did this. Anybody can click the next chapter button. There's nothing, you know? So I would take this off. Your personal projects should do the job. How do we write test cases in React? It's a good question. Solid question. Thank you for the question. Is GitHub even a skill? Version control is. Most places use Git, but you got Mercurial and Subversion and TFS if you work at a really crappy company. Is Coursera credible? No one grades your work. That's the thing. I think Free Code Camp and Codecademy are pretty good to see on a CV for someone without experience. No, not really. They just want to see your projects. If you tell me, like, I could tell you that I've done all of Free Code Camp, and then I could go to my profile real quick, and I could just click next, so I can have 100% on all the different sections. That doesn't mean I actually learned it and that I did it. You know, it's like the equivalent of your mom writing you like a certificate and sticking it on the refrigerator. It doesn't hold up anywhere. It doesn't prove anything. Like, is Pluralsight credible? Is Coursera credible? Like, I'm not. It's about what you learn there. It's about what you learn and then what you build from what you learn. It's not about saying, I did that. It's like college degrees, right? You got to pass the classes. You got the teachers grading your tests. You got to do the homework. You got accountability. You got to show up, you know? You have to do all these different check boxes to be able to get the degree. With an online certificate, you don't have to do any of that. You just click next. I hear you, but ultimately is better than nothing. You're gonna get laughed at. It doesn't matter at the end of the day because they're gonna give you a code test. So as long as you can pass that. I guess it really just depends on who's looking at it. A lot of since the rise of code boot camps, a lot of companies have been burned by self-taught developers and boot camp developers that list tons of certificates, but they can't do anything because they just thought that their degree, their piece of paper would carry them in. Like a certificate would let me skip the code test. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to roast. I'm trying to prevent you from getting roasted. I'd say W3 school certification. Again, you just click the next button. Can we do basic personal projects and put that on the resume? Yes. CVs are only to get to the code test part. Use your personal projects. Your personal projects that you show off to the company are what holds all the weight. Your ability, not your degree. Like, degrees don't mean that you could do the job, right? Same with certificates. Doesn't mean that you could do the job. And I'm not saying that any of these websites are bad websites. I'm just saying there's no way to prove that you passed the material. No way to prove it because there's no like credibility like that, you know? Don't universities have the same problem? Yes, they have the same problem, but you still have to show up and do the homework and pass the tests and do all that stuff. With this, you just literally just click the next button. In W3 schools, you have to take a quiz. How to show off personal projects on a resume? You just write about them. So if you don't have, for example, like in this one, let's say like half of this is his experience. And this other bottom half is portfolio work. That's how you do it. So this would be a project that you made for fun. This would be a project that you made for fun. This would be a project, and then you just describe them like you would jobs. Neil, yeah, that's the right email. But at the end of the day, the last boss, the final boss of all of the code jobs is the code test. So you could get all the certifications and degrees that you want, but if you can't pass the test, sorry, partner. Something just happened. It's my pen. Hold on. My pen just broke. Dom, I'm good. How are you, man? Oh, shit. What did I do? My pen broke. This little thing here. Hopefully it still works. Josh, I noticed Lambda School. Will you make an exception for them and say that Lambda is an excellent bootcamp providing a quality education? What? They're the only bootcamp that I've worked with. The other ones never responded. I think that the curriculum's pretty good. Has its issues, for sure. But quality curriculum. And you don't pay until you get a job, right? Which is more than college promises. All right. He said next resume. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Holy shit. There's like 400 now. Oh, David. Dave, let's take a gander at this. Oh, you blurred out everything. Thanks, David. Appreciate you. That's an MVP move right there. Boot camps are LOL. Yeah, I mean, you should definitely try to go the self-taught free route. There's so much stuff for free online to learn how to code. How many projects are good for a fresh graduate? I would say like 3 are good. Josh, what's your salary? It depends. What's your salary? Okay, let's look. Hope you guys can see it. The text is kind of small, but we'll see if we can make it work. Wait, I think I can do this. Does that work? Sweet. Okay. No neon leaves today? No, not today. Can you count tangible assignments as projects? No, not really. You can't count your college education or your education projects as real kind of experience. I mean, that's pushing it. Like if you have a CS degree and you have CS class projects, passing those off, you'd have to say class projects. You wouldn't say experience because you didn't get paid for that. Have you ever worked at an office job that you did like? Not once in my life. But there are some people who do. I can't do cubicles, man. I feel like a caged animal. Can't work at an office. Can't deal with the politics. It's just not for me. All right, let's look. Kelly the Advocate, what up? Welcome aboard. Happy to have you. So we have the experience section at the top. That's good. Skills at the top. That's good. David, if you wanted to add, well, I mean, you have like a little bit of a summary. Full stack software engineer here. That's fine. Email, phone. Hopefully this is just your city. You don't want to put your actual address because they can see what part of town you're in and they can discriminate, which is silly, but 2-page or 1-page? Always go for 1 page. Where's that shirt from the skit? It's in the other room. I should wear that for this. Programming languages, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. That's good. Programming languages, organized. Libraries and frameworks, organized. This is a solid resume, dude. We don't get a lot of the solid 2-column style ones, but this is good. I think at this point you could probably take off head waiter. I think you'd probably be good, and then you could just make this a little larger font. So typically you just want to put your experience from the past 7 years. Anything after that's kind of, just leave it off. But this is so unrelated, and you have more IT related stuff like IT tech support, specialist, Android dev, full stack. Like this looks like a solid progression of IT and engineering and development. And this one is, just kind of like fills out your resume a little bit. Hey Josh, what's better, a lot of experience on your resume or a few jobs where you had a big impact? The jobs where you had tangible outcomes that you can write about, like if the company was making X money when you got there and now it's making double X money because of you, right? That'd be really good. Education, that's fine. You have a pretty high GPA. Spring 2020. Projects, so I would say link these. I don't know, this is not PDF mode, this is picture mode, so I can't click, but link these. Put a link to it here, like the code GitHub, and then put the hosted link there. Same thing for this one. Interests are cool. I would just kind of leave them on if you're applying to a company that has something related to it. But otherwise, this is a solid resume. Good work. Oh, one thing you're missing is LinkedIn. You don't have that. I don't know if you want that, but companies want that. A GitHub account with your code in it would help in job interviews. Yeah, except for like if you're in the industry and you're changing jobs, a lot of jobs make you code on private repos, or they make you make a new GitHub account, or they make you use Bitbucket, or they make you use whatever, GitKraken, whatever it is. You can't always just link your GitHub for your code when you're in the industry because it's like you sign NDAs. Can't just show, this is what I worked on at my last company. That's not going to happen. Jared, bro, don't be mean. 3.3 GPA. I mean, I'm of the opinion that you don't really need to put a GPA. It doesn't matter unless the company you're applying to thinks it does, which then it's probably just a boomer company. GPA is very subjective to if the teacher liked you, what teachers you had for the classes that you took. GPA doesn't necessarily mean that. It means that you could take orders and you can take tests and you can commit, I guess. It doesn't mean that you can make the company more money, you know? Like you might be super smart and you might be good at school, but that doesn't mean that you can make the company you're applying for more money, which is why they're hiring you at the end of the day. But yeah. Good work, David. It's pay time. Could you show us a good? Yeah, this one's pretty good. We could probably, I mean, like this bullet point, communicated with a team of engineers, designers, and clients on a day-to-day basis. I don't know if that's like deserves a bullet point. I think maybe you should talk about more tangible things that you did, like what critical bugs you solved that improved the company, or what critical features that you made, developed. Like this is just a soft skill bullet point, communicated with the company people that work there. That doesn't hold a lot of weight, you know? Please draw an animal with that pen. Dude, I can't, bro. I can't draw. But we'll give him a star. We'll give him 4 blue stars. Good work, David. That's 4 out of 5. You're almost a 5-star general. The last company. What do you think about using the LinkedIn resume? I don't know what that is. I'm banned. I'm banned from LinkedIn, okay? Josh, can I work for a US company as a contractor from Europe? How's the taxation work? You just pay taxes to the company or to the country that you live in. That's all. They just pay you like over PayPal or bank-to-bank transfer or something like that. But you won't get any benefits, obviously. Like if you live in Europe and you want to work for a company in the US, you're just a contractor. And that's it. Like obviously Blue Cross Blue Shield, the insurance company here in the United States, isn't probably going to affect you where you live. Is your resume public? No, you got to buy it. You can support the channel. It's pretty dope. Got me an interview at Google. How'd you get banned on LinkedIn? I made myself the CEO of Google, Apple, Facebook, and Microsoft all at the same time to prove that LinkedIn profiles are a joke and that you shouldn't take them seriously. Also, along with, you can give yourself skills and certifications and, you know, like you can just fudge everything, but people treat LinkedIn accounts like they're legitimate, credible information. And I was making a point about it. And then I said, hey guys, I'm the CEO of Google. Does anyone looking for a job? And I had like 9,000 connections. And so some people, I guess, somehow didn't know that it was a joke. Said, oh, sir, I'm looking for a job. Sir, I'll hire me, sir. And they started posting their resumes, and then someone got mad and reported me and they banned me. I was just trying to showcase the platform's problems, and they silenced me. Okay, we'll do another one now. Good job, David. Richard. This is an odd one. Create new account. I did create a new account, but now to make a LinkedIn account, you have to verify your phone. So obviously I just used a different phone number and I made another account and they banned me again from LinkedIn. I'm banned twice because once you get banned the first time from LinkedIn, you're banned forever, even if you make another account and do everything right. So I made another account. I put it all back to normal. I made it quality and credible, and I didn't meme. I didn't troll. I was just like, okay, I'll just use the platform to grow the brand. And they were like, no, Josh, banned for life. And I was like, okay. So now I'm banned. What should you do if you have multiple GitHub accounts? There's not a lot you can do. I mean, you can't link them all. Just tell the company, hey, look, I have multiple GitHub accounts spread across different companies. Time to change your identity. Confirmed. That is the best, probably, yeah. This is a pretty good resume. It's a little interesting, but we'll analyze it. Take a look. LinkedIn just sells your data. That's how they make money, right? If the platform is free, then you're the product being sold. So that's why it exists. Okay, let's look at it. Did you just add Git and Agile, like right now when I said that? Node.js. What about regular JS? Do you know ES6? You got React, Angular. What about HTML and CSS? I'm a full stack engineer with 10 plus years web experience. Don't put that. Don't put this in your summary. Don't put that. That could harm you. That might make you look like a boomer. And I mean that in like they don't want to hire you because they might think you're stuck in your ways. 4+ years in retail. Like they should be able to do the math pretty much with your experience here in your job section. They should be able to do the math and they should see that. Now, putting this here might automatically disqualify you because they might always got 10 years experience. He might want too much money. He's probably stuck. I'm just next. You know, we don't want someone like that. And you won't have the time of day. So you gotta put yourself in their shoes and think about all the scenarios that they might just dismiss you right off the bat before you even have the chance to be like, wait, let's talk about it. I don't know what this project is. Robots integration within Walmart. Is this a job or is this like, what is that? You can't. I'm not sure what this is. It says November 2016 to current. I'm confused. Wearable technology? You need more bullet points. One sentence is not enough to sum up. Created a hybrid mobile app to serve over 10,000. That's pretty good. Cut wait times by more than half. I'd use numbers like 50% there. Cut wait times by more than 50%. Yeah, like here. Save 1,300 hours. What about HTML and CSS? The basics don't belong in a resume. Everyone in their dog notes. HTML and CSS? I mean, they should, right? But you should still put it on there because the people that look at your resume, they don't know. They don't know what you're supposed to have and what you're not supposed to have. Like if the job application says HTML and CSS and your resume doesn't say HTML and CSS, imagine some clueless HR person gets it and they're like, the job says, our post says HTML and CSS, right? Yeah, it does. Oh, but this resume doesn't say it. Oh, he must not know it. Okay, let's throw it out. That's what they do. Incompetent people that aren't familiar with technology somehow in charge of your job. Thank you for the 5, IT. Can we have 3 projects of the same tech if you want? Is it difficult for a fresh WordPress dev to switch into front-end dev? No. I mean, I don't know. I can't say. I don't know what you know. It shouldn't be. Patents, possibly pretty dope. Could be good. But how much can you really talk about these? They're confidential. Korean might matter if you're working with like Korean associates, Korean colleagues. Can we add co-founder in the resume? If you do that, they're going to wonder why you're looking for a job. If you're a founder of a company or CEO or owner of a company on your resume, the company that's looking at your resume is going to be like, oh, so you tried to start a company and failed. Why would we want to hire you? Don't do that. Not good. If you are self-employed, put that. Don't put owner. Don't put founder. Don't put that. If you have your own company, employ yourself. Put developer. Like, work for yourself. Put your company name and you're a developer for your company, even if you're the owner, even if you're the founder, because otherwise it looks really bad. Is this helpful? Is this helpful information? I hope so. It's pretty solid otherwise. I'm looking for new opportunities. I would just say opportunities. I wouldn't say grow outside my current skill set, but I get what you mean. I would instead rephrase this. I'm looking for opportunities to grow outside my current skill set, and I would say I'm looking for opportunities to expand my current skill set or my skill set. I wouldn't even say my current, just say expand my skill set. That would work. That'd be solid. It'd probably be a smart move to move outside of Walmart, just in terms of like network. The longer you stay at Walmart, the harder it'll be to move. Let's look at another one. This is clearly not a dev's resume. True. I see that. Oh, this is for Germany, I guess. Yeah. Well, you got a master's in Germany? That's dope. Drew, I don't know where you live, so I'm gonna assume that you live in Europe still, since all your recent experiences. I know you guys can't see it. I'm just gonna get the draw mode out. What up, Robert? Roberto? Can you make tutorials for programming? Nah, you got like Brad Traverty for that. I'm more of just like the career stuff. The career and life stuff. Which mic are you using? I'm using a Samsung. It's not Samsung like a phone. It's a Samsung with like without the G. And I got it from Best Buy. I'm in Berlin. Okay. Then things are a little bit different for Europe. Make sure I'm not going to dox. What about your office job? Are you going back? Yeah, I have another one-on-one with the boss later this week. Education at the top. So in Germany, like, Germany's very by the book, very bureaucratic. Technical skills, that's good. Languages at the bottom, right? You're working in Europe, they're very, like, working proficiency in Germany. You usually have to have that. French is also good. I think the main thing here is probably the experience section. I would expand these bullet points, like what you actually did. These are very, very simple. We need what you did and the outcome and the impact of that. Technical skills are good. That's pretty solid. I assume you have all your contact info up here. Class of 2019, good. I can't see how old you are. Cool. Yeah, this is fine. That's the only big thing I would change. His name is in the top left. I mean, his name is right here too. Masters in US or London? London might be cheaper. I mean, London's, I don't know. EU's pretty cheap. For some reason, the UK is like, nah, we're gonna go the American route and charge money. Yeah, that's good. Solid resume, bro. Are you doing these for free? Yeah. Sure am. Just clicking on some random ones. This dude say he graduated in the spring. He removed all the goods. Yeah, he did. Yeah, let's look at this. Y'all have any questions so far? Is there any questions? Let's make this into like more traditional type of teaching. Y'all have any questions about anything that I've talked about so far? German masters is way cheaper in the UK. Yeah, Germany is free besides the ability to prove that you can live while you're there, right? That's how it was in Finland. It was, well, it's not free anymore, but it was. You got to get at least 5 one-on-ones this week. Trey, thanks, dude. Trust me, I got six one-on-ones and a bonus session. Why are you so cool? I don't know, man. Some people would say the opposite of that. Okay, check out my website. We're just gonna do some resumes right now. Does a master's matter? Depends on what you want. For machine learning, research and development, data science, those help. For web development, no. How far do you take honesty in a resume? Go watch my video about it. I'm a fan of doing whatever it takes to get to the interview, and then discussing things that need context there in the interview. See, this is the main thing. When you submit a resume, you don't get the ability to explain the nuances, but wait, this one scenario right here I need to explain, but I can't fit that. Like, you don't get that ability to explain the nuances in the context of the resume when you just click apply online. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get to the interview where I can explain this better, where it's a lot easier for them to look at it and go, oh no. Whereas if you had the chance to be like, oh wait, hold on, let me explain it, and they'd be like, oh okay, that makes sense, I would have never known. Yeah, let's continue the interview. That's the... Transfer from government contracting to private companies. It shouldn't be that bad. I mean, you probably have a lot of NDAs, so just say that. How do Canadians feel about hiring international people? I'm not Canadian, I don't know. I don't imagine they would care. Should you include voluntary experience on resumes? Sometimes. It'd probably help with like a nonprofit. What do you think about the 100 Days of Code challenge on Twitter? I don't think about it, honestly. I hope people are building cool stuff. Are hackathons and coding competitions necessary to get in good companies? No. Can I have 3 projects of PHP? Yes. MBA equals masters in BS? I would agree with that. Dial J for Josh. Dude, I like that name. What up? I don't think about programming in Linux. Okay, let's continue on then. Thanks for being here, chat. I have a less stressful job right now, but it's not high paying. Would you recommend me trying to go for a high paying job with the potential for much higher stress? I will take less money for more freedom. That's how I've always done things. Obviously, it's nice to have lots of money and lots of freedom, but that's the higher, more money, more problems. It scales direct with corporate. I will take a lower paying, more chill job so I can have more freedom, you know. But then it depends on what you like to do. That gives you happiness. Are the things that you like to do really expensive? Then, you know, you might not be able to afford it. It might not be worth it. Does Utah sell beer? Yeah, but the crappy 3.2% or whatever, it's like water. Does being humble on your resume lead to a lower salary? Salary comes down to negotiation, not your resume. What is your next skit about? I don't know, Sean. Probably like college graduate's first interview. Okay. I think that you could probably just put education at the bottom, but you have a decently high GPA, 3.8. I guess that's good. Could be good, but like, if I was interviewing you and I needed you to be able to develop something for me in Django, your GPA doesn't indicate to me that you can do that. Your projects do. So just think about it like that. Relevant coursework, that's pretty normal for a fresh graduate. I put that on mine too. You have enough space, so that's fine. Languages, that's good. Framework, that's good. Database, that's good. Other, that's good. Adam hits me with the €2. Please do mine. Okay. If a business makes you more money than your dev job, should you start thinking about quitting? Your own business? I mean, if that's what you're into. But, you know, see if you can maintain it. Do I need to file a W-8 as a foreign contractor? No, a W-8 actually only matters if the person doing the contracting work is not from the United States doing work inside of the United States. So you don't even have to fill that out. Should be good. Are student loans worth it if I'm taking a master's in the UK? No, student loans are never worth it, in my opinion, but if you want to be like an aerospace engineer, you might have to take them, but loans, debt in general is bad, especially liability type debt. And when I say that, I know it's off topic, hold on. Liability debt is the bad debt. Student loans, right? You have nothing, you have no asset to show for it. Your degree is not an asset, unfortunately. It doesn't mean that you have value because you have a degree. So that's liability debt. It's like a car loan, car debt. That's liability debt. Your car is decreasing in value. I mean, it's an asset because it has some value that you can sell back. You'll never get what it's worth or what you paid for it. But with your college debt, it's the worst kind. There's no way to just sell your asset back and pay some of that off. You get nothing. It's liability debt. It's bad. Bad, bad, bad. Should we add a small pic of us? No, people are racist. People are judgmental. People discriminate. If you put a picture of you, I can see what race you are. I can see, like, I can guesstimate your age. You know, all that stuff that shouldn't matter. People do that. It's unfortunate. I mean, but then also, why would you want to work at a company that discriminates like that? Well, what happens is people that get the resumes aren't the people that you're working for, so you get discriminated by people who are just jerk faces. Depreciation. Yeah, that was the word. North America debt and college keck. True. I want to do a startup, but I don't have an idea. I mean, you got to have that first. That's why I don't have a web app business, because I don't have any web app ideas. I don't want to do it. Why do so many people take out student loans? I think you need to spam it just a few more times. Hold on. Just a couple more times. Do tech employers discriminate based on age? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, even non-tech employers discriminate based on age. A lot of people don't want to train you to have you go on and retire. Or people will hire younger people, fresh college graduates, because fresh college graduates are typically what you would call hungrier, willing to get their first job, willing to, companies know that fresh college graduates really want that first job, and they really want to be, for lack of a better word, corporate simps. And the college graduates think that this will work. Most new people that graduate think that if they work 100 hours and they really put their time in and put their dues in, they'll get rewarded. And they'll take a low pay, but they won't get rewarded. They'll just do a bunch of work. And so that's why they hire younger people. Older people, they're seasoned, typically. They put their foot down. They want more money. They have their own opinions. How long's React gonna last? It actually just died today. There's no more React apps in existence. Should I translate my portfolio projects to English? Yeah. We're Americans, all right. Us Americans, we speak one language. Okay, we speak American. Yeah, but like really, yeah, you should probably put it to English. They're not gonna bother to try. Probably. This is a joke. That was satire. Okay. Having a sense of humor in the IT space and the tech space in 2020 is how you get canceled. Okay. You got a link. That's dope. Link. That's dope. I mean, you can't link that, but you could have a video of this. Put a video of this with timestamps. That would be cool. Is he for real on React dying? Yeah, I'm joking. Try being 40 with an employment gap. Yeah, dude, that's probably super rough. Why is React dead? I mean, actually, web development's dead. Sorry, chat. Web development is dead. It's over with. Nobody's making web apps. Nobody's making React Native apps. Nobody's making iOS apps anymore. Programming is dead. You're all going to be automated in the year 2022 on October 23rd. I'm sorry. You should just give up now. Quit buying Udemy courses. Quit going to coding bootcamps. It's a joke. May 2021, this is when you're gonna... Wait, hold on. Are you gonna graduate in next year? And you have GPA... Okay. It's all about the drag and drop Wix. Squarespace. Okay? RIP. Oddly specific. What do we do then? Retire as farmers? Yeah, that sounds good. That could be fun. That maximizes PC performance. Could we get some numbers? This would be a great bullet point. Chat, if you're watching, this would be a great bullet point to highlight. This is a bullet point that could be made a lot better, just with the wording. Implemented part matching algorithm that maximizes PC performance. So what you would do in this scenario is you would say, implemented part matching algorithm that increased PC performance on average by X%. Well, I can't write sideways. I'm trying to become a senior dev with only knowing HTML. Let us know how that goes. Chance, thanks. Cool videos, dude. I appreciate it, man. Oh, shout out to all the people that are listening to me at work. Please don't get fired because of me.
But tell your boss I said hello and he's overdue for his 360 one-on-one. I'd like to test his abilities as we need to analyze his skill set more specifically so we can get him with that 3% raise.
Does the X% have to be a real thing no one's ever going to check anyway? They'll ask you about it. They just want to see metrics. Like, what sounds better? I made the company more money, or I made the company 25% more every quarter on average. Right? I made the company more money could mean that. Sounds, yeah, cool. Well, what does that mean? You want to be specific. Just tuned in, how to participate. Just send it to the email down in the description. It's the grind wheel one. Should work. All right, let's go to another one. I think we were gonna do Adam. How are non-Americans treated while applying for jobs after their masters in the USA? Do you need a visa? That's probably what it comes down to. How do you land your first job with only internship experience? Internship is a job, so how do you land your first job with job experience? Just like anyone else. Internships are just part-time jobs where you don't get paid, and companies have somehow convinced you that it's a good thing. How fast can you unbuckle a belt? Less than 5 seconds, Jake. And 2 shots of mouthwash, okay? Here in Utah, do you think .NET has any all right opportunities? If not .NET, what should I go with? Trying to leave my security job. Johnny Simmons. Yeah, so just look for C#, but there's this place called STG, Johnny Simmons, STG Recruiting. They have some pretty good C# jobs. They'll hook you up, but I don't know how far you want to drive, you know? But right now, everything's remote, so it might be good. Are internships scams then? Some of them, yeah. Unpaid internships are just volunteerships. We all know this. We've been over this. I'm looking for Adam Howard, but I don't see it. Sean Humphreys always sends his in, so we'll do his. Do you still code? Only if I want to make something. Just the same as you. You should only code if you have a project to build, right? Coding to code could be good, but I'm a big picture person. You know, code is a tool. You use tools to build things. You don't use tools just to use tools. I mean, employees do. That's what they are. They're just tools. Code is not fun for me unless I have something to build that I'm excited about. I'm sure you guys can relate. Sean, you sent your... Sean, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you on this phone number on your resume. You got to take this off. Why would you specify this? Nope, I just love writing for loops. True. Mid-roll ads are now available sooner. Do we see now more 8-minute videos instead of 10? I don't know. It depends on the content. I'm not just aiming. Sometimes I make filler content videos to keep the motivation, the momentum going. I sent a second one without the phone number. It's too late. I already blurred it for you. This is really good. This is solid, bro. I know you guys can't see it, but I'll come back in a second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, check on HR lady. Maybe I'll get her come have a little cameo. You guys can say hi, and then we'll keep on keeping on. So, Sean, take over the chat. Which headphones are you using? Sony CH700s. No phone numbers on resumes? I mean, not for the stream. I mean, you put them on there when you apply. Just, I don't want to dox you. What do you think of open source contributions? Places like GitLab, they appreciate open source contributions because it's an open source product. My friend made an open source contribution to Google. It was a spell check, it was a spelling error. And so now he puts corrected Google repository on his resume. And all it was just change the capitalization. Check your spam folder. Okay, we'll do right after this. I'll be right back. Was it hard doing your first YouTube video? Oh, dude, YouTube is always cringe. Talking to a camera is always cringe. It gets easier, but it's still cringe. All right, be right back. got HR lady. There you go.
Hello.
You gonna check all the resumes? No, I have like 400 of them. There's no way I'd be here for 30 hours and nobody would want to watch that. Nobody got time for 30 hours. Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome aboard. Now you can have a second opinion.
This is you.
Okay. 400 people looking at an empty room. I mean, you should go watch like Shroud when he was streaming. He'd have like 33,000 people just looking at an empty chair. Make sure I'm not gonna dox you. I think you're good. Oh wait. Almost missed it. All right. To interview questions on stream. Yeah, we'd probably try to do that. She looks like she just woke up. It's because she's working remote
Yeah, I've been on a call
in a bed on a laptop.
for like an hour.
I mean, that's what all you remote developers do, you know what I'm saying?
My call is still going on right now.
You're still working?
Uh-huh.
Working?
Yeah.
True to HR nature.
I'm just on mute.
She's just coming to chill for a minute. She got to go back to work. But let's look at this. So the main thing I had an issue with was you highlight that you're looking only for an entry-level opportunity. So you are handicapping yourself right there, saying that I only want an entry-level opportunity. If I was given the opportunity to do something bigger than entry-level, I don't know if I'm ready for it. That's what you're saying without saying it.
There's also no period at the end of this professional summary after applications.
That's true. This is an incomplete sentence, my man.
Not totally professional. Interesting.
Full stack chat application. Could we get a link? Can we see it? Technical skills. Git, GitHub. I don't know if I would put Git and GitHub in the same one. I just put version control and then Git. Because, like, be open to other ones. You're obviously missing HTML, CSS. You shouldn't have to put it, but, you know, you got to put it for people that need to see it. Claim Academy. Work history author. Are you getting paid for this? If you're I don't know if you get to count this as work history.
That might go under projects instead.
This might just be personal project where you're like a blogger.
Yeah, unless you're actually employed by somebody to write these things. Then you might want to explain it a little bit more. Or at least list whoever the company is who's employing you.
These are good though. Credit card associate, process this many applications, top 7% of the company. That's dope. This is good. These numbers, this is
so
good.
Important.
The data is good.
Yeah.
That's solid. But we need to see links.
Yeah.
We need links.
And I also like that your work history doesn't necessarily relate to a developer role, so you kept it short and sweet. That's pretty good. Only the important stuff.
Okay. Can a really good thesis be a personal project? Who gets to define if it's really good or not? You're taking a risk. Josh looking for a new position. Ryan, I got you. Do people expect punctuation across a resume? Clearly,
Yeah.
you see HR lady expected it.
Yeah. Details are so
You don't know.
important.
You don't know if it's gonna be
Yeah.
an HR lady looking at it or the CTO. You really don't know.
Either way, too, if you're going to be applying for a job that's so detail-oriented where you're debugging things all day as a developer and you can't put a period or pay attention to detail in a resume, that doesn't look very good, and I know plenty of recruiters who would dox you for that. That's not good.
It's pretty solid otherwise.
Yeah, otherwise it looks good.
Adaptable team. Hold on.
And you
This
kept
is
it
so
1 page.
corporate jargon. I'm gonna read it like that.
Adaptable team player with dynamic problem-solving abilities. Not static problem-solving. Dynamic problem-solving abilities. suited for developing full stack applications, among other things.
Yeah, you should take that out. It's just a bunch of jargon. Just put highly motivated full stack web developer looking for an opportunity to expand my skill set. You keep asking about what do I think about Android. I would probably use something that could compile to both platforms. I think picking one platform is limiting yourself to that platform's audience. What's an HR lady? That's what she does. She's an HR.
That's a red star right there. 4 blue stars.
Maybe just 3.
Do you know what the process that an ATS does to filter through resumes? I'm not really sure how to avoid that, but I know the people that do the ATS resume thing, it's always like, please submit your resume. Now fill out your work history. And you're like, but it's on my resume.
See, he's right. He knows my whole background. Because he's always here.
GK, thanks for being here. I appreciate that. Utilize GitHub for version control. That's fine. This is fine. I'd say you need like one more project though. You got 2. They look pretty solid, but like one more and you'd be set. I would maybe mention that you're trying to get into the industry because it's clear that you don't come from that. Like your author, credit card associate, temporary sales associate.
But it is good that he kept it to only a couple bullet points for the stuff that's not relatable. Only the numbers.
I'm currently dividing my resume into 2 columns to make it bigger and add more skills.
No.
You don't need to do that. Just do another one like right here.
The length of your resume is not as important either. Only include the information that's most relevant. Just because you want to try and include everything you possibly can leaves you with nothing to talk about in your interview, and it's really wordy and lengthy for HR to read, and we won't do it. We have to get through tons of these resumes. So keep it short and sweet, just like this. Don't make it any longer than it needs to be. Relevant information only.
Let's look at another one. Are you good? You had to go back to work?
Probably. They're texting me.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, HR lady. Let me look in the spam here for Adams. I don't see anything. This one landed me a high-paying job. Roast it. Oh, we could. Oh, okay. So you're a remote developer. With what was this? 2 pages? It's colorful. HR lady's hot. Yeah, she cute. I don't see it, Adam. It's in here, but I don't see it. There's another Adam. We can look at that, I guess. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Adam. Oh my God, this is hard to read. Holy shit. I'll let the chat decide, I guess. But first, let me blur some info. Can you do mine next? My name is in the inbox. Well, I can't get to everyone. I can show you the inbox. I just don't want to dox these people. But if you were me, you'd be like, "There's no way I could do all that." Close the door. We should be good. Any questions so far, chat? Thanks for being here. Let me blur this out. All right. Did you and HR lady meet at a company retreat? We met at the gym. Here you go. Bye, I gotta go. Goodbye, good night. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. I'm starting in a smaller company which pays less, but getting to learn. Is that a good idea? You're gonna learn at any company, even if they pay you more. It just sounds like your company's just paying you less. Any company that's like, we're paying you like nothing, but you get to learn. It's like manipulation tactics 101. Just, yeah, that's just, I don't know why you'd buy into that. Companies can pay you well and still pay you to learn. I don't know. I think that you're just getting gypped, personally. So let me zoom in. So you went to Hack Reactor in Tunisia. You went to college, or you're still in college? I don't know. We don't know. We don't know if you're still in college, but we're gonna assume that you are because you're gonna graduate. Love the videos. Keep up the good work. Andrew Schulman, thank you, man. I appreciate the $1.99. I hope you're having an okay Monday, or a good Monday. But it's Monday, you know. The person who comes in, it's like, it's Monday. Aren't you excited? Sure. Sure, Bob. Can you explain why UK software devs are paid a lot less than the US? You have a lot higher taxes, number one, and then number two, it's just good for businesses, basically. They just try to keep it low. Why are you calling HR lady? I don't want to call her by her name and get her doxxed, bro. She gotta stay anonymous. I don't want to get her in trouble. And I don't want creepers on there. These technical skills need a little bit of organization. Can you guys read this? Like, if you were the hiring manager, chat, could you read this? I would. This is a little bit. I see the dots more than I see the skills in between. And they're not organized, really. It looks like you have links for your projects, though. That's good. Got GitHub here? Talk. I don't know what that... I don't know. Is this just chat box? Chat bots? What are these? Interests? Could work. What size font do you recommend? 11. That's what I use. Resume seems cluttered. That's where I'm at with it. This would be good on without 2 columns, I think. Do you have one little work experience section, kind of just randomly right here. Like, if you've already been in the industry, your work experience is at the top. Well, underneath the skills. Is this a resume for ants? Hey, thank you for the two A's, Australian dollars? I don't know. Thank you. I send you my website and email if you want to roast it. Okay. Love the black and white. We can say it's full of color. That's for sure. I think it's a little bit hard to read. Let's go to another one. He has every JS framework listed. I mean, he's a wizard, dude. Okay, I got it. Oh my goodness. I mean, this will be a good roast. Are you in, what, Ireland? You can't do this. You can't apply to a job like this. Should I inform the customer that I'm a foreigner or just not tell them? I mean, they're gonna figure that out. If the the customer shouldn't ask where you're located unless they want to know what time zone you're in so that they can communicate with you. But if they're asking, like, where do you live? So we can get an idea of our budget. Like, then you know they're trying to lowball you. Because why would that matter? If the US has the highest rates, they would be obviously looking for cheap countries. Which would be, you know, I wouldn't want to work for them. Let me blur this out. This will be a good one. This will be a good one of what not to do. Adam, I'm sorry. Okay. Am I gonna dox? I don't think so. All right, here we go. Does where you got your degree matter when getting a job? If the company, like, if the person that looks at your resume is like, "Oh wow, that's a great college. I really respect it." That's about how far that goes. A lot of people like to have pride about the college that they went to because, oh, this one's better than that one, and egos and stuff. At the end of the day, can you make the company more money? That's what it really comes down to. Okay, so this is what you do. Unless you are serious about keeping this and you're not looking for a new job, yeah, this is fine. But why would you need it? If you're a founder and CEO of your own company, why do you need a resume? You know, you work for yourself. You're going to interview yourself, code test yourself. You're not going to do that. It doesn't make any sense. So I assume that you're looking for a job. You're founder and CEO. What are they going to think about this? They're going to think that you're not a very good founder and you're not a very good CEO. Because you clearly don't have any money and you're looking for another job. That's what it would look like to me. Why are you looking for a new job? You're founder and CEO. Why you need my money? You're good, right? Oh, no? Oh, well, you're not good? Oh, why would I want to hire you then if you're a failed CEO? That's what they're going to think. One column versus two column. I think one column is more readable. Two columns a little bit confusing. But this is, you know, employ yourself. If you want to be self-employed, don't put this. Just put developer. Just put developer there. It looks like you're going to compete with their company. If you have your own company and you want to work for another company full-time, it just looks like you're using their company to hustle money so that you can work on your own project, your own company. What's the problem with that? It means that he's not good at creating a business, but he can make a good programmer. But programmers in the business world do more than program. Like, there are some jobs where you just program 40 hours a day, but at companies, smaller companies, you're doing more than just programming as a programmer. I know this might be unfortunate news, but I personally wouldn't want someone that has a failed business working for me as a programmer, because I'm going to assume if he's the only guy there that is also doing programming, it looks like, according to this resume, then he's also failed at that too, because clearly, you know, he's looking for another job. Now, I'm not saying that any of that is true, right? We're not making those as statements. We're pretending to see it from the company's perspective. Can we lie about not founding the company? No, don't. You're not lying about anything. You just employ yourself. Just make your title a developer, because that's what you are. You're the developer, but you're also the marketing person, but you're also the business person, but you're also the accounting person, but you're also this and that and this and that. You're all of these things. But if you're looking for a dev job, just put yourself as the dev. They might also think that you're overqualified. That's true. It's going to make them think, you know, anyone who has their own company wants to work on their own company first and foremost. You know, especially if you put that you're a founder and CEO. But another thing we could look at here is the numbers. I think bullet points are better. If you put numbers, people are gonna think that. Also, okay, remove this. Founded my own website development, digital marketing, software development business. Wait, hold on. What? I founded my own website development, digital marketing, and software development. That's a little redundant. I'd be careful on that. They're going to know that you have a side hustle, and some companies don't even like you having a side hustle. So now you have a side company. They want people who are going to work 200% for their company. They don't want someone who's just working at their company for money. And that's what we all do anyways, but you know. So yeah, change these to bullet points. Salesforce was used for case management. Can we talk about like how many tickets you did? G Suite's configuration panel is called Admin Console. The console was used to administer the application and change settings to resolve issues. Talk about the issues that you resolved. Don't talk about all that other stuff. Bullet points here. Do companies check your social media? Yes, they do. I heard that tax benefits of Wyoming, Delaware, Nevada only make sense when you live in those states. Is that true? No, because my business is in Wyoming and I live in Utah, and I still have the tax benefits of not paying any tax to Wyoming. I just have to pay to renew my business in Wyoming, which is about $50. Oh yeah, I have to do that today. Shit. Thanks for the reminder. I'm gonna write that down. I knew I was missing something on my to-do list. This bullet point where you describe what McAfee is, why that's not what you did. You have a bullet point describing what the company is. They can Google it. It's not a big deal. Agile was heavily implemented. So you're writing these like something you would say in an interview or a cover letter. You need to boil these down. You need to be like, we did 3 sprints, 10 sprints, 20 sprints. How can you have an interview course if you were told that you went months and months without getting a job? Yeah, I did tons and tons of interviews. It works. This stuff works. Let's see. I have to back out for a sec. People always forget that, like, or they say that, you know, your career shit the bed, Josh, or whatever, right? You're just a failed programmer. But people forget that I quit my last job to do this. And I turned down Google to go to their technical interview because I didn't want to work as a programmer in California. And people forget. I just don't. Maybe I should talk about it more. Am I gonna dox? No. Okay. Okay. If it didn't work for you for lots of times, it did work. Most of the time, the jobs didn't work out because they didn't have a budget or they changed their requirements. Like, I always aced all of the interviews, right? And then they'd give me some stupid code test and I'd be like, nah, that's stupid. And that's not what the interview course is. The interview course isn't code tests. It's all the other stuff, which I'm fantastic at. Okay. No one's going to read this, just right off the bat. This is way too long. You need bullet points. Technical skills. Why are your technical skills on your second page, bro? Have you hired by Google? Technically, I work for Google right now as a YouTuber, as a contractor, 1099. I just do it in a different way. But they invited me to the technical interview for Google, and I was like Mountain View, California, or whatever. I didn't want to do it. This is fine though. It's organized well, but they need to be at the top. This is just really long. You have a third page? You can see this gap right here? You have a third page, bro? What's on the third page? Some lawyer said to me that incorporating a Wyoming company in California doesn't give you the tax benefits. It results in double taxation. Is that true? You don't have to pay any tax to Wyoming. Like, Wyoming doesn't charge you out-of-state tax if you do business. You should have worked at Google for a month, quit, and leveraged it for your business. It doesn't leverage anything for me. If I work for myself, why does working for someone else before that matter? Who am I qualifying myself to? Who am I giving my resume to? It doesn't matter. Reading books. I prefer nonfiction to novels. Always improving my English. This is not good. This is not good. Not good. Take this off. Take this off. Talk about this stuff in the interview. You could take this off if you already have the degree. Also, I can see in 2014, you're probably 18 years old. That's not good. I know how old you are. Let's look at the next page. Oh, you just have a blank third page. Yeah, move your skills to the top. We've been live for an hour and a half. Yeah, okay. We'll end it with that one. Oh, well, Ryan, I said I'd get Ryan. Hold on. What do you think will come out on top? React Native or Flutter? I have no idea. I have no idea because I don't use any of them. I have no use for them. I don't use them. I don't code with them. I don't do any of it. Let's see. I hope it helps. Hi Josh, how are you? I'm good. I hope you're doing well also. All right. Yeah, we'll look at this, Ryan. Do I need to call customers or can I do everything through email? You can do everything through email, but I think being more personalized with a phone call. RCS of the email, got it. What if you're 40-something and want to move to a more programming job? Do you provide your 5 pages of IT-related contracts because you've worked for 28 years? Frank Kaplan, the golden standard for previous experience included on a resume is 7 years. Don't include anything past 7 years and try to keep it as short as possible. What if they find out after they hired you that you're a co-founder of your own business? If you sign the papers that said you promise not to moonlight or work on other side projects, they'll just fire you. Probably sue you too. Or claim your project as their own proprietary software. They could do that. You gotta be careful. If you sign on the dotted line and you have a little side hustle and you're not sure about it, anything that you work off company time still belongs to them for some companies. So you gotta be careful. But let's look at this. Is it not working? Hello? New phone. It matters because of the type of content you create and the course you sell. Aspiring developers pedestalize Fang. Yeah, I know. There's the truth is 95% of people aren't going to go work at Fang. They're going to go work at what's near where they live or whatever they can get. And if you say anything bad about Fang companies, people are like, well, you're just a garbage programmer. It's just one of those taboo topics. If you want to go work there, great. If you like that lifestyle, if you really want to be part of Google's vision and dream, and more power to you. But I'm I just like my autonomy, man. And I like working on what I like working on. Why isn't this working? Whatever. I made a whole video about that called The Sinful Words of I don't want to work at... It was like the sinful words of tech. It's like, I don't want to work at Google. Everyone's like, what? That's fine. You have a picture. You know that you shouldn't have a picture. You already removed it for me. Just go ahead and finish that. Take the picture off. It doesn't... I can see... Well, you know... I can see what race you are. I can see what age you are, roughly. I could guess. You know, I can discriminate based on what you look like. People are stupid. Take it off. Marrying coworkers is against our company policy. What would you do if you fall in love with a coworker? Would you quit the job or force the other person to quit the job? I think that would... You don't want to have a love life at work, bro. You keep that. What happens if you break up, you know? What happens, then you got harassment, then it's awkward for everybody, then you got tension, and like, step one, don't date people where you work. That's just big brain 101. Love life at work is bad juju. Yeah, Frank gets it. Stop activating my Google by saying Google. Hey Google. Search Riley Reid. Hey Alexa, search Riley Reid. Play first result. Volume up. Full screen. Okay. Profile. A motivated, dependable... You just need like one sentence. A motivated, dependable, and inventive individual with... Oh, dude, this is like rap. A motivated, dependable, inventive individual with demonstrated excellence in academics, analytical research, and collaborative software development. Oh, we lost it. But you had a little bit of a rap going there at first. I would say software engineer looking for an opportunity. Dom says, I love this resume style, but where are the projects? He already works in the industry, so his projects aren't such a big deal anymore. Once you get your first job, your projects kind of just fade away. How do YouTubers manage full-time job without being sued? What? We don't... What? Spiritual lyrical individual. True. I should make raps. I could probably do it. So you were 18 years old in 2015. I don't think you have to put a description of your college. That doesn't matter. Can you make me more money? Jim Knox. That's what I should do. Oh my god, that would be so mean. Maybe I'll do that one day. So for more experienced devs, you would rather insist on the experience? Yeah, once you have your first job in tech, your experience does the talking. But without your first job in tech, or your first couple jobs in tech, it's really your projects and your job. Projects can get you jobs, yes, but most of the time you don't have projects if you're already working. Like, people that have full-time software jobs aren't coming home to code more. A majority of people. Now, there are some people in the chat that are probably like, but Josh, I code at work, and I code at home, and I code on the weekends and through the holidays. Okay, cool, but most people don't do that. The first few years, that first job, project's okay. After you get your foot in, like, you got 3 jobs. Like, I think Your projects should be on your portfolio, which you have not linked anywhere on here also. The skills should be higher up also. Like, you have a lot of redundancy. Responsible for determining, responsible for developing. I would just say developed and integrated an algorithm into a code base to ingest personal data records. And then I would add like a little bit of data there, and I'd say to ingest over 10,000 personal data records. And then you say served a number of clients. How many clients? Insert a number there. Served over 15 clients to build solutions or something like that. Can we work for a tech job and have a business and marketing? You could try. They might find out and then fire you. Did I miss a question? 80% of programming is fixing bugs, stuff, not new projects. I mean, I'd say 80% of programming is doing tickets and developing new features, not inventing applications from scratch. Yeah, still have a portfolio on the side. Definitely still have those old projects that you use to get your foot in the door so that they can look through it. But most of the time, your bullet points here are going to do the talking when you already have experience. Like, you've already made the company money somehow, hopefully. So that's what they're interested in knowing. Whereas before, they're taking a chance on you to make them more money. Josh, what is better to mention on a resume? Software developer intern or part-time? Always put part-time. I would never say that I was an intern. Technically, my part-time software job titled me as an intern, and I said, this is stupid. Why am I an intern? I'm getting paid I'm getting paid the same amount. Like, I'm just going to be part-time. They called it an intern, I guess. Why is it so prohibitive to have a business besides the job? Because companies don't want you focused on your business. They want you focused on their business. That's what they're paying you for. So they think that you're just going to do the bare minimum for them so that you can focus on your own thing, which is obviously what I would say to do. But they don't like that, right? They want people that are 200% dedicated. Should I remove the years I went to college? No, don't remove the years you went to college. Just remove the year you started college, because I know how old you are right now. Like, you know, they might give you a super low amount of money if they think that you're really young, because, oh, he's young. Yeah, he'd probably take 45K a year. He'd probably take 38K a year. We could probably get it down to 38K. You know, he's a new college grad. He's young. That's what they say. And behind closed doors, he's young. He could handle it. Yeah, he'd probably take it. You know, he'd make the life changes to get the foot in the door, you know, and then, you know, he'll just go his own way one day when he gets fed up with our pay. Like, I've heard these conversations. But that's it. That's it for this stream. I'll answer some questions though. Thanks for being here. If you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. Check your Insta DM. Should I change my job title to what I actually do? Always, 100% of the time. My job title was front-end developer, and I was like, okay, no, I'm like full stack developer because I'm doing all the things. I don't care what your title is. Like, you giving me a title is great and all, but it doesn't reflect what I do. And so when I move on to get my next job, I'd like to accurately reflect what I do so that I can accurately apply to this job. What's the basic salary of a web developer? Whatever you can convince them to pay you, but in the US, that's not California, New York, Alaska, or Hawaii, probably like 50K would be the minimum you would take. Ben Sommer, what's up, dude? Welcome aboard. You're always here. OG, dude. Here, hold on, Ben. Ben, you're here a lot. Don't let it go to your head. You can mod people now. Thanks for being here. Josh, you want to go on a lucrative MLM with me? Dave Ramsey says MLMs are just fine. The only thing about MLMs you'll learn is how to piss off all your friends and family, how to piss off all your old friends back from middle school, since you'll be desperate for clients, and you'll have to talk to people you haven't talked to in 20 years, and probably how to sell snake oil. So 7 years max. What about senior level jobs? 12 plus years. I mean, they should be able to do the math based on where you've worked. Hey Josh, is that a Sony XM3 you're using? For what? What do you think about apprenticeships in the UK rather than university? Could work. Utah is the state for MLMs. That's true, dude. Like I should look it up. We have unique, we have young living essential oils. We have so many MLMs here. We got regular essential oils. There's a difference, I guess. That's what all the stay-at-home moms do, I guess. They either do real estate or they're photographers or they're MLM boss babes. Hashtag boss babes. Josh, so you're in? Yeah, Kevin, I'm in. I'm in. What I meant to say is, I'm in. When do we start? How much product do I have to buy right now to guarantee my 7% discount? Is putting self-taught on resume turn off for companies? Don't put self-taught on your resume. Don't ever use those words. Just put your projects. Why don't software engineers start their own business when there's so many problems to be solved? That's a good question. There's a lot of problems to be solved, but a lot of people don't see those problems and they don't have a solution. There might be a lot of problems, that's for sure, but not everyone has a solution, and not everyone wants to deal with the business part of it. They just want to do their job. How do you describe your education if you're fresh out of high school? Why would you have to describe your education? Hashtag unemployed babes. Look, just because I had to spend $8,000 to buy product to sell this year doesn't mean I lost money. It was an investment. When negotiating salary, how do I get them to tell me their number first? You ask. You say, well, I'd like to know if we're on the same page in terms of budget. Did you have an idea of the budget for this position? Doesn't self-taught make you sound like you're... What? What? Do you think Fang is overrated due to social media? People are blinded by the salaries they get at Fang and the credibility they get on their resume because people identify who they are with their job. People, their job is them. I don't know. It's just like a status symbol. Is it worth studying from a top-notch college like MIT, Stanford? If the company appreciates it. I mean, it depends on your degree too. For other engineering, for medical stuff, yeah, for sure. Top-notch is great. That'll probably help you getting into all the residencies and whatever you need, but for web development, oh no, I broke the login button. Shit. If someone that's very good at both programming and social skills, what do you think is the best position? Lead developer, architecture, teacher, product owner, any idea? Steven, you sound like a CEO, bro. People that can communicate and program are usually the CEOs. So that way, you're just the CEO and you tell the other programmers what to do while you run the business and go live your life. It sounds like you're in more of a managerial position. Some people just love to code all day. So, pay those people 10% of what you pay yourself, and then if they're doing good work or not, and then arbitrarily hang things over them like carrots on sticks and stuff. If you can sell, if you can communicate, and if you can program, you have won the lottery. I mean, it's not a lottery, but like because you can learn to do it. Nitro Prime out. It's good. How's your day, man? Nobody. What's up, dude? What skills do you list on your resume if you have no technical skills such as programming languages? You have to have some technical skills. I'm sure you have something. Like, what do you do though? Does YouTube demonetize your language in live streams, or have you stopped caring about it? It depends on how often you curse, I think. I have no way of verifying this, but I know if you say the F word like 10 times in a row, you'll get demonetized. But if you say the F word like 10 times spaced out, they don't care. Most of the time, videos get demonetized if you curse within the first minute of the video. They don't like that. Did you make a lot of money by faming your parents? What? You should write a book about all this stuff. I should. True. Okay, I think that's it for today. Well, I'll be back tomorrow with some video. Maybe it's content that you didn't subscribe for, but it'll be good. You should go work for YouTube to figure out their algorithm. Oh yeah, here's a fun fact. If you work for YouTube, you're not allowed to have a YouTube channel. My friend sent me the link to a job application, and you're not allowed to have a channel. If you have a channel, they won't let you. You can't work there. You can't take any of the jobs. It's actually kind of a trick question. It says, do you have a YouTube channel? If so, what's the link? And if you link it, boop, nope. Your perception of Donald Trump. He looks like a Dorito and a Cheeto. TLDR, he's orange. Thanks, Josh. No caps. Hey, thanks, dude. How to switch software developer jobs? What do you mean, Bunny? Do companies like Fang micromanagement? I don't know. You'd have to ask like Clement or somebody that worked there. I didn't work there, but I assume it depends on what team you get on. I know that Fang companies have these things called death marches, and if you don't stay overtime and get it out the door on time, they'll just fire you. But if we make YouTube coding tutorials, should we put that on our resume? It depends if it looks like you're trying to go and start your own business or not. If it just looks like you have tutorials for fun, then do it. I'm a college student. What do you recommend me for web development? Go the Odin Project or Free Code Camp is good to learn. 56-year-old just got a full stack job. I wonder how that went, Jimmy. Was it difficult? How about learning 2 skills at once? That could be good. Sometimes learning the other skill could help you learn the first skill. There's a word for that, I forget. Do you think if you put X Google in your thumbnail, you get a lot more views? If you put Google, the Google logo in any thumbnail, the views just spike. Instant spike. Are you doing anything to celebrate 300k subs? Nah, what should I do? What should I do for 300k subs? I have no idea. It doesn't feel real. Took a year, but I was learning stuff. That's not too bad. Do you regret faming your parents? No. What do I do if I have no referrals? I have 1 out of 3. You about to be your own referral. Your mom and dad about to be your own referral. Your friends are about to be your own referral. It's cool. Videos get demonetized if you tell political truth. Videos get demonetized if it's political in general. What's considered a high-end salary in 2020? Whatever you can convince them to pay you. And it depends on where you live. Like if you were to get 300K in Nebraska, that'd probably be a pretty friggin' high salary. 300K ad rolls. If you work for Blizzard, you're not allowed to play on public WoW servers? No way. No way. Tried self-teaching coding, but the interest and the drive to keep going, it seems complex to apply it practically. Yeah, Kung Fu, that's the thing. Learning coding just to learn coding gets really boring really fast. So if you have something that you want to make, then learn code. If you just, otherwise it's kind of vague on where to go and what to do. For me, I wanted to make video games, so I opened Unity and I learned C#. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I have a reason to use this. Daniel says, are you serious? You don't regret the fact that you shamed your family? Hey, bro, if you don't want to be shamed, don't do shameful shit. I don't regret it, no. You deleted the videos. I didn't delete any videos. You just want to troll? Where's HR lady? She's working. She's doing work stuff. Josh, will you make $300,000 a year in 2020? If not, when? No, probably not this year. If not, when? I don't know. Would you work for SpaceX if they wanted to hire you? No. No, I won't work for anyone. I'll work with someone, right? I'll be a partner, but I'm not going to take a paycheck from you. I'll split something with you, but I'm not. As soon as you pay me, you have like this authority and power over me, and I don't want, no. And that's why people like you and also hate you. Yeah, true. Hey, Josh, do you cook? Oh, yeah, dude. Okay, for real this time, I'm gonna go. What if you don't have anything you want to use your programming skills on? Yeah, then there's really, I don't know. That's where I'm at. Oh, Daniel. Oh, yeah, dude. I think you were the dude that joined Discord and said that if you ever saw me in public, that you would try to fight me or something. Oh, yeah, we banned you. I remember you. Hold. I can show the chat. Hold on. Here we go. Hold. Why join a Discord to say that? Yeah, I don't know. It's still in here. Looks like the messages are deleted now. Yeah, I don't know. He said he'd try to fight me or whatever. You're welcome to try. You'd lose. Okay. I think that's it. Enjoy your day, chat. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful Monday afternoon. Thanks for giving me a little bit of your time. Hit like if you enjoyed the streams. I don't know what that does. I don't think it does anything. But yeah. Hold on. We got to ban Daniel here on YouTube as well. There we go. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. I'll see you tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye. Let's just get an F. Can we just get an F in the chat for Daniel M? Daniel, if you're still here, well, you're still here. For sure, you're still watching the stream. That's what haters do. So let's just get an F to pay respects for our boy Daniel, who lost the fight that he started. Enjoy screaming in your padded little box, my man. F to pay respects, chat. Thank you so much.